Hey everybody, welcome back to my update video. This is week 2, currently on day 9 from having 24 teeth extracted and immediate dentures put in, no sedation. Still recovering, things are getting a lot better. I still do not have my lower dentures in. Kind of frustrating, but when I try putting the lower dentures in, they just won't go. They go halfway, and it's unbearable pain still. I think they're just too tight, or my swelling just hasn't went down. I don't know. But I go for my first soft reline next Thursday, a week from today. So instead of trying to go tomorrow or Monday to have a possible adjustment done, I'm just going to wait to have them do everything the one day. Adjust it, reline it, do whatever needs to be done, but it's just not going in. It's too painful. It shouldn't be like that, because my upper ones, I can put in quick and easy. No issues at all. Slight soreness up top here where the gums are, but nothing too bad. A lot of my stitches have fell out already. Still learning to talk, still frustrating. Currently working. Things at work are going a lot better. I had a few pain pills left, and I've only been taking those when I go to bed just to make sure I sleep well. Alright, this is day 13 of my second week update. Things have been going pretty good. Again, still no lower dentures. It's kind of a pain, but I've been staying positive. They just need to be adjusted. And the swelling has went down more, and there's still spots that it just won't go down. I'm guessing that takes longer to have the swelling drop. But basically, it's still too snug. And when I try putting it in, it gets about halfway and just stops. And they said don't force it. So I'm not doing that because I don't want to make it worse. And plus it's painful. Couple things that have changed since my last clip is I've noticed I have some bone spurs. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically pieces of broken bone or tooth that are in your gums, and they want to basically escape. So I noticed the first one up top, right where my canine was, and it was sticking out. I noticed when I rubbed my tongue against it after I took my dentures out that it was sticking out and it was sharp. I'm like, what the heck? And so I Googled it. I'm like, oh, it's a bone spur. And it was just sticking out. It was kind of painful. And Googling it and looking on Reddit, people say you can leave it there. It'll eventually either like break apart or fall out. Well, it's kind of painful. And I saw people say that if it's exposed enough, grab it with tweezers. So that's what I did. I grabbed a piece of tweezers and pulled. A little painful, but I ripped it out. It bled a little bit, not much. But it was so small of a piece of bone or tooth, whatever, and made it feel a lot better. I also noticed I had one down here also, about the same spot. But that one wasn't exposed enough, so I let it go. Then went another day. Yesterday, I noticed I had another piece up here that was sticking out. So got tweezers again, yanked it out. This one was a little bigger. This one was maybe like half the size lengthwise of a grain of rice. Like, it was pretty small, but it wasn't very thick or big. But I got that out. I think that spot's good, at least for now. And the one down here, I was able to get most of it out. One thing I do notice, a pretty decent sized one over here, but it's still under the skin completely. It is painful to touch, because if it's like a shagged, a sharp piece of tooth or bone, and you touch it, it's pushing against other parts of your gums, and it's hurting. So that, I'm just going to leave it, see if it starts poking out so I can pull it out. Otherwise, I'll mention it on my appointment on Thursday. They might say, hey, we can get it out for you. They might say, just leave it, let it come out on its own. I don't know. And go from there. Another thing is I found a new trick for holding the dentures in. I was using Fixodent Plus, but because my gums are still healing, you can't put it in those spots. So I was just putting it in the roof of my mouth, and it was holding. I didn't have a problem, but because there was no hold up in the front, my front part of my dentures were falling down a little bit, and air was getting in there, and it was restricting my talking even more, and that was giving me a harder time to get accustomed to talking. So that was a little frustrating, but I saw a trick or a suggestion on YouTube from another YouTuber where you take your dentures, and I made a video of this just showing my point of view and how to do it. When you take your dentures, clean them, dry them, you put a line in the groove for your uppers, in the groove where your gums are, and then a line in the middle, like by the palate or the roof, whatever you want to call it. And then you take a C-bond wafer, you put it on top of that, wet it very little so it softens. You can form it into the denture, and then you put one little line right where the roof of your mouth goes, just for a little extra secure. But this works great. You're using two products, but it holds amazing. Like, literally, I put it in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I take it out at 9 o'clock at night, and it does not give me any problems. And taking it out at nighttime, like, I had to grab and pull with a little bit of force to get it out. So it's working amazing. And really, it even holds up pretty well, because yesterday I know a piece of food got stuck on my dentures, or what I thought was a piece of food. So I went and I pulled my dentures out, cleared whatever it was, put them back in, and it still held for the rest of the day, another 5 or 6 hours. So that was amazing. It's a great tip. Like I said, there is another video on my channel if you want to check that out, showing how that process works. It's only like a 3.5 minute video. But another great thing about the wafers is that it gives a little cushion, and instead of your gums that are still healing hitting the hard acrylic of your dentures, the dentures are hitting this soft, almost like gooey paper, whatever wafer you want to call it, that is giving you a little bit of distance between, and it cushions your gums, and it makes it feel so much better. I mean, there's no discomfort at all. It's amazing. But that's a really big plus. But today's Monday. On Thursday, I go back for my first soft Reline. They're gonna have to do adjustments to the dentures to get them in place, because they're just not going. I put ice on there. I tried everything. They just won't go in place. So my gums just are taking longer than normal, I guess, and won't allow my dentures to go back in place. But I've been dealing with it. I'm ready to get it all back in and have it all done. But so on Thursday, I'm gonna have them fix that, do my soft Reline, see about that little bone spur if it hasn't came out by then, and go from there. So the next video you will see will be my week 3 update, and I'm praying that my first clip in that week 3 update is me smiling with that full upper and lower, like I got in the first video, because I'm ready to have all my teeth in there, but I've been making do.
I waved at it. I think it's mad.
Jim, traffic jam here. I want to see if Fred up here knows where the bathroom is. I got pee. Hey Fred, you know where the bathroom is? I got pee real bad and I don't know where to go. What you know, brother?
It's so big. Hi.
See you later, Fred.
Next. Do you know you say it's two? There's people coming. Bye, fella.
See you later. Tell Fred hi. Deuces. Merry Christmas.
Oh my God.